cup standpoint, this is really the game at this point. You lose this one, it's tough to move forward. You win it, you put yourself in a really good position.
Yeah, I think for us, we try to take one game at a time. Every game is, I think, important to us. Especially because the position we lost last year in the first round, so we're just trying to get better each game. Granted, it's a cup game, so we're just gonna try to score a lot of points.
That's the key. Did you guys feel like because you won the play-in that you kind of washed the demons off of those Bulls games last year? I mean, each of those games were double-digit leads that just went away.
Yeah, we know that Chicago is they're kind of similar like us. They play just as fast. They got a lot of good guys on their team. We don't really think about the last year in the play-in or last season. I just think that they're a really good team. They're playing really good basketball right now.
Obviously, things are going to have to shift without Wiggs in the mix. Yeah. What do you feel like your responsibility will have to be in that space, particularly defensively?
Yeah, I think that a lot of everything. Wiggs is a big part of our defensive scheme of him guarding the best players, and so I just got to do a better job of that. Rebound, I think we got to do a better job rebounding because we lose size a little bit, but I think we'll take care of it.
Sure.
For sure.
Powell's kind of become a fixture as our lineup for now. What does he add to that group, just that lineup?
Yeah, just energy. He kind of does it all. He makes the game easy for himself. He knocks down his catch and shoots. He doesn't take any out of ordinary shots. He kind of out there just playing his role, and he's doing a really good job at it.
Another cup game, but one that could catapult you or send you out of the mix if you get that second loss. Just you all's view going into it against Chicago.
It's going to be a tough competitive game. Just cup aside, we know the importance of it due to the in-season tournament, but also the standings right now. You got next two games where teams are all neck and neck fighting for position. So it's also a big game just for standings for the bigger part of the season. So it's fun. It's exciting that it's falling on a cup game. We know we got to come in there and handle business. It's going to be a good deciding game for us if we want to get to Vegas.
You have been fantastic to start games lately. Now you're finishing them, closing. How do you feel about having that responsibility and delivering?
I feel great about it. It's a responsibility that I've always wanted, be leaned on to finish and push a team that wins. I feel like I've been experienced in this position a little bit throughout the course of my career, and also being a role player and having to make winning plays to decide games as well. So it's a learning experience for me. We got a young group trying to figure out how to win on a nightly basis, especially these close games that we find ourselves in early in the season is going to do us really well if we can win those games. So, show us how to win, how to compete down the stretches of the game for later on in the season and being where we want to be going into the postseason.
While this will still be a night where you guys are up and down because both teams want to fly, what are you going to miss most not having Wiggs, and then what has to happen with the group to kind of fill that void? I'm
going to miss his energy, his effort, his second and third multiple efforts that he makes offensively, defensively, crashing the O boards, getting the second chance opportunities. Defensively, his versatility, being able to guard multiple positions, hold his own, and also help box out and clean up the glass as well. But it's an opportunity for the next man up. The young guys that been waiting, patient, working, waiting for their opportunity. Their opportunity is here now. So it's a good game for them to come in and leave their mark, their imprint that the coaches can trust them to put them in the games when needed.
Just an update and understanding what Wiggs is going through physically here with the hip.
It just got really tight, in the latter part of the fourth quarter. He's day-to-day. He also wasn't feeling well, that whole game. So that might have had an effect a little bit, but overall we're encouraged by the prognosis on it. Nico, that's something he's been dealing with a little bit on and off, so we want to make sure that we can take care of it right now.
Wiggs oftentimes is guarding the best offensive weapon of the opposing team. How does that shift in responsibility tonight?
Well, this is going to be a fast and furious type game, so I don't think it's necessarily going to be matchup based. We're going to have to be scrambling and take whoever's closest to you. So it'll be all hands on deck defensively.
This is, from a cup standing standpoint, like the game. For obviously you got to get that last one too, but how critical is it and top of mind is it for everybody?
It is fun. The cup games are fun. Regardless, it's Heat Bowls. It's going to be competitive. Our guys are looking forward to the challenge, playing here on their court where they've played very well.
I had the opportunity to speak at your son's class yesterday.
Yeah.
Career day. How fun was that?
It was a lot of fun. I can't believe it actually worked out with the schedule. Where we're in town, where We had the morning off since we were flying out, but it was a nice surprise to be able to do that. And I was able to speak to 3 classrooms, so that was fun. I think my boys enjoyed it. They got to Dante got to miss part of his class to be able to watch the presentation, for his older brother's class. So I think he liked that.
On basketball, Pella's kind of become a fixture in that starting lineup. What do you like about what he brings to that group, just with his skill set?
He's a connector on both ends of the court. Defensively, he does a lot of things, intangibles, winning plays. But offensively, he can play off of your best players. But he's also, growing in confidence. He's one of our better catch-and-go drivers, attackers. He just fills in a lot of gaps. I think that's a skill, to be able to play off of other guys and be able to complement them and find ways to do that.
He's among the lead leaders in charges drawn this year. I think he drew 2 last year, already has 4 this year. How much has he kind of embraced that part of his game on the defensive end?
He's always been that kind of guy. Those are those winning intangibles. Somebody should chart how many times he's been hit in his face with an elbow or, something. They chart everything, right? They got to chart that somewhere. He's definitely leading the team on that.
There's no doubt.
Are you, just with tonight's game, the similarities kind of between the two teams, pace of play, a lot of just high effort style of play, has that been something you're looking forward to about tonight?
Yeah, and both teams are, right there in the standings. So the East is kind of wide open right now. We said that at the beginning of the year that we wanted to be open to the possibilities. There's a little bit of an unknown in the East, and I think there's a lot of teams that are trying to go for it, which is good for competition. It's good for the league. There's some similar styles, similar, grittiness on both teams. It should line up for a very competitive game, and that it's a cup game as well.